Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Watch and Roll. Today we have the Club Case or Case Club Case Watch review. There's not a lot of reviews of well done of this case, so I decided to just go ahead and do it. This is a case I used to have long ago and I sold for a reason and then I rebought for a reason, which I'm gonna go through. So let me get the measurements. We got a 13 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches. The case is made from a type of strong plastic, a sturdy plastic. I don't know if what kind of polymer maybe. Case Club doesn't specify the material that I saw, but it is the construction and the build quality is really nice. It's kind of like a Pelican case, although I would think Pelican case is slightly better quality. We have two lock holes, we have two deploying clasps and we have a handle which is rubberized a handle, and it's not spring loaded, it just stays in place. The case feels really nice to the hand. Like I said, the build quality is good, and it has a valve, a pressure valve, which is IP67 rated. This is completely crush proof, waterproof, and you can bring it into the airplane. It's not gonna explode or implode or anything because of the valve. Okay, so let's open the case and you'll get to see the watches inside that I have in there. Alright. Okay, you ready? So yes, why do I have the watches like that, if you might ask? Doesn't it has like a padding? Yes, it does has some padding in there and everything, but well, there is a reason why I have the watches like that, and this is kind of the weak point of this case. Other cases, like, I don't know if you've seen the type of padding that you usually find on Invicta's cases that are very harsh actually. You kind of feel like it's not really protecting your watches, it's kind of damaging them, scratching them. Well, the padding is not as bad as, for example, an Invicta case. It is not as nice as, for example, the padding in here. The padding in this one is really soft and kind of give you that confidence that this is not gonna scratch your watches. Well, this padding is in between, but the reason why I have them like this is because when I used to have these case long ago, you know, I would place my watches like this, and after some time of storing them and, you know, taking them off, on and off, I would notice that one of my watches, which is in my Oceanus, had some scratches on the case back because of the material. It's kind of soft, but it kind of gives a little bit of a polishing action, but it's not an even polish. So yeah, that's not really nice. Although the reason why I still went and bought it is because other cases are worse. I mean, it kind of sounds bad. If you do something like this, your watches are perfectly protected from anything. Why did I buy this case? I bought it again. In here, I live in Houston, Texas, and in Houston, Texas, we get hurricanes all the time. And one of my other hobbies or passions, or if you will, is I like to be prepared for anything. You know, kind of like a survival mode type of thing. And you know, you would think, well, my watches don't really have like one case. I don't have a one case for all my watches. So if I ever have to grab my watches and go due to an emergency or something, I could just grab this and go. It's better than everything else in the market right now. Currently, I don't find any case like this, because the design of the case in this way, it's perfect. I don't really like those typical cases where they have a crystal on top. Well, if you move the watch box, the watches are gonna be all over and crashing with smashing the glass and everything. So that's not really nice. This is nicer. It looks like a gun case. It's tactical. I don't know. It's just much better. So yes, this type of case. It's superior in my opinion to anything else. You can bring it like your watches are most protected in this kind of cases. Okay, so let me show you a little bit of my collection. Well, actually my collection at this point. Right here I have an Orient vintage from 1960 something, probably 66. This was my grandfather's watch, who was passed down onto my dad, who then passed it on to me. This is a Rado Voyager, or I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing right. This Rado, same story. My grandfather watch. You have a Casio F91W. I have this Casio. I don't remember with a serial number very well. On the bottom side, I have my top watches, the watches that I consider exceptional. Okay, you see it? It's a perfect watch, absolutely perfectly made. Everything is aligned perfectly. All the hands aligned perfectly. This has the build quality of watches way more expensive than that. Funny story, guys. I've been interested in the Omega Seamaster. I went to the Omega Seamaster, the Omega boutique, to check the Seamaster to see if I liked it. And I checked for alignments. Yeah, the watch is almost perfect. The hour hand didn't align with the hour market perfectly when the minute hand was at 12 perfectly. Kind of a bummer. That was a big letdown, and I consider the option not to buy it. Okay, next we have the Casio Oceanus, which is a very impressive watch. You feel serious quality in this watch, and at $500 it's a steal, seriously. Next, this is a Oceanus, another Oceanus, the Catch-A-Lot model, and this watch is also super good. There's nothing like it in the market, and if I could keep only one watch in all my collection, it will be this one. And the last one is my Seiko Marine Master Professional, and this watch is amazing. The QCs are good on this one. I don't know other ones, but the chapter ring aligns perfectly, hands aligns good. The seconds hands align perfectly. The only letdown of this watch ever is the crystal, is Harlex. That's it. Everything else is amazing. It's the watch with most patents in the world, and it's an icon of functionality, of real function. It's a serious diver, a real diver. It's not a novelty. And of course the quartz movement inside, it's a marvel of engineering. It's a really high tech, high torque. There's a lot about it. I don't even remember all of them, but I know that I know them. So yes, guys, this is the case, and just like that, for me right now, there's no better in the market than this. The only downside is the padding that can over a long time scratch your watches. But yeah, let me know what you think. Without anything further, I'll see you later.